Today I'll be talking about the 5 concepts of the group that I belong to. We all have a shared identity in my group that I belong to. We are part of a group of girls called a sorority. This sorority specifically is called Delta Zeta that I'm in. We all have the common goal to meet new people and create lifelong friends. Our interdependence will be that we all have positions that we count on each other to have, and the position that I hold in my sorority is called an internal guard. I'm the one that lets people into meetings and also helps with ritual. So to identify the type of group that I'm in a social group due to the fact that this group offers us girls opportunities to form relationships with other people, a chance that you wouldn't get if I wasn't in this sorority. It's opened me up to meet a lot of girls, not only just being in the sorority, but going through recruitment as a whole. We have a big complexity. We have 262 girls that are in our sorority. Our size does play a big role. It can be hard when creating new friendships because there are so many of us. But that just means that there's 1 or 2 of girls that are just like you. We also hold sisterhood events to make sure that we are connecting with other girls, seeing girls that we may not see all the time on an everyday basis. It does take some time to know everyone in your sorority because there are so many girls, but with how many there are of every relationship, it causes them to have a different dynamic. You have many complex and different relationships that meet different needs of yourself, so it makes it a little bit easier that if you're sad, you know who to go to. If you're upset, you know who to go to. If you need help with homework, you have someone that's in your same major or the same classes. So there's as much girls, and as hard as it can be, it causes you to have a lot of friendships. Along with that, with any girl or guy group, there can be cliques. We don't have many, but when there is, yeah, there can be. But as we get along and a big group of all of us together, those kind of fade away. So that's nice. We do have social loafers. Those are the girls that really don't want to be in the sorority for the right reasons to meet new people. It's kind of for the resume or for the fact that they maybe want to look a certain way. But they don't stay in the sorority long. Normally, you're supposed to stay in the sorority for all 4 years of your college. They normally last about a year or 2 maybe. This is because they just feel like they don't fit in at a certain point, or they're not, it's not worth it, or they feel kind of weird being around everyone because they don't come around enough to the things that they have options to. So our group network would be a wheel. We all count on each other to work together, and we need each other for this. And then the center of our wheel would be the president. So we have to complete at least 15 service hours a semester, and our president makes sure everyone's meeting those and make sure she tells everyone, hey, you have to meet this, you're only at this many, and tracks those. And she makes sure we do this by saying, hey, if you don't finish them, you'll get fined per hour that you don't finish. So like $5 an hour that you don't finish, you have to pay. So that we can, but we all have to do it so that we can meet our end goal of how many service hours we need for the semester. So our group climate, we demonstrate cohesion by having values in our sorority that we practice and demonstrate every day in our sorority. What brings us together is giving back and having a sense of belonging and understanding of each other. We do this by holding philanthropy events. So this helps. A philanthropy is something that we donate to every single year. We have the Starkey Hearing Foundation, so we hold events to raise money and awareness for them. This really brings us together and lets us know that we are doing something and making a difference. The next would be our sisterhood event. It helps us learn more about each other, connect with each other. And homecoming, when we work on our float, it makes everyone have a sense of teamwork, so everyone has an important value that they hold. To talk about clarity, we know what we have to do, and each of us have a goal. Our goals are to complete 15 service hours a semester, to give back to our community, practice our values that we hold as a sorority and as women, and to keep our GPA at a 3.0, and then also to log at least 5 study hours a week. These goals help us stay on track for giving back and keeping ourselves in line and being productive for us growing into stronger, independent women. we need these things, but for them to push us to these things, it helps us stay together. We're all having to do the same things, so we all know what each other are going through, and it really helps us get together and be productive and know what we have to do and have set guidelines. But yeah, that's about my sorority.